Perhaps we can get a better idea of the size, yeah. Didn't reach that far area, but you could get quite a ways in with those devices. And notice how smooth those stones are and how nicely laid. So they probably kept them very clean. Here, a very old iron structure. I say iron because we don't oftentimes see this kind of rustic iron. You can see roughly it's made right here. If that's not a product of some later kind of weathering of some sort. Utensils for food and table. Imagine the people who ate off of these after a hard day's work, looking forward to whatever repast the cook was able to muster up here. Of course, there was a farm about here, so they probably at different times of the year had fresh foods, and the rest of the time they knew how to preserve the foods they needed in the wintertime. Again, different kinds of implements. No doubt just not only for cooking, but also for processing the foods, like these big cauldrons. But imagine the skill of the man who made these. Notice that those benches may have been used to keep those cauldrons up at a reasonable height for people to work at. Now, I do wonder what's up those stairs, so we better go find out how much it stops right there. So much for that adventure. But looking back down inside, my guess is that this is part of a sewer system running down through here. From deeper up in the monastery, yeah, you can see it running down through here. Large wooden spoons. Talk about valuable antiques anywhere in the world that prizes this kind of thing. Uniform of the monastery guard with pectoral distinctive sign of the Rila Monastery guards. Presumably that right there. And the various weapons for the defense. Look at the interesting stocks on those. How short the stock was along the rifle in order to give it more precision. Here we can see that the monastery is increasing its commercial potential. Those are probably going to be rental, either apartments or just rooms for tourists. There's a restaurant up to my left, and I think that's a restaurant or supermarket down there. I'll take a quick... Don't know what kind of pine trees these are, but as you can see, they're perfect for building log houses. Straight as an arrow, it looks like. View up through these very beautiful big trees.
What do you use that for?
А sada за какво е?
Ти за какво мислиш?
You would put it in cereal, add it to foods as another source of whatever is inside of bee pollen.
For strong, for
strength,
yes,
good
for,
health.
Как се казва такова? За...
След операции?
Не. Профилактика за имунната система.
I think I am. Yeah, I am.
Immune system for strong. This is little. Колко се взима? По-малко?
По една малка лъжичка, заедно с мляк. Имам? Е такава лъжичка.
Every day, one small dish, a little milk, drink. И here, after not drink medicament, very strong, very happy, because this
healthy.
Is original bee product.
Yeah, I understand. Så morfar, vi har åkt upp i bergen utanför Sofia och jag har varit här i Bulgarien i 4 veckor nu. Och här längs vägen så står Svetlana och säljer honung. Och då kommer jag naturligtvis att tänka på dig. Så jag tänkte att jag ska få ta med lite honung som du får provsmaka när jag kommer hem. Svårt att veta vilken av dem som du skulle uppskatta, men det får bli en liten burk.
Pine.
Pine.
Pine tree.
This is occasion. Where occasion?
Това е акация.
Which is your favorite?
Кой е по-хубав според тебе?
This.
Пчелни, да. Защото това не е от пчели, а се вари.
Да, няма им казвам. This is a combination from many trees and flowers and
Mix.
Okay. Is this the same? Same?
Да, това всичко е еднакво.
Това колко пари?
4.
Това?
5.
This is 4 level, this is 5. The same honey, no have a little bit.
Yeah.
Да.
I've tried it. It's very strong.
Very strong, 48 degrees. Yeah.
This is a small one. Thank you.
In 2 months, this honey
Turns to that.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After maybe this is sit 1 hour hot water.
Yeah. Then it looks like that.
Yes.
Yeah. In the United States, we can buy this kind or that kind. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Платиха ти всичко точно? Окей.
Чао.
Merci.
Благодаря.
Ciao.
It's up in those mountain areas, off to the right, I believe, that Rila Monastery is, somewhere up in there, behind that bluff on the right. I'll just pan around so we can get an idea of what Bulgaria looks like. Very pretty country, very pretty country. How that will translate into economic, I don't know. I hope to hike on Mount Vitosha, and somewhat like these mountains, not as high, not that there was any snow, and then won't be that high up.
Мы производим, но дорого стоит. Это наше масло, но может быть лежат больше машин. Это машины, которые едут, пахнет на картошке. Да, с генерацией пахнет на картошке. Да, заглушитель пахнет.
To the hostel right in the lower left-hand corner. I walk up that street, which is the street to the bus station. Incidentally, that I first came down. Angle off where the dotted red line goes up to number 1. And I'm getting right about there now. And we'll see what kind of shops we find. What we're going into here is called the Ladies Market, primarily vegetables. And it's Sunday afternoon at the end of the day, so it's probably going to be the end of the day for buying anything. Not as pretty as many I've seen, but it may be because it's the end of the week, if you will, really, in the end of the day. It's nicely laid out, and there's not as much stuff as there was at the one at Skopje. And it's probably partially empty because it's Sunday. Walk through to get a feeling for price and quality. Like in Albertsons, where you just hope that you've got the best quality, it may often not be. But if you don't like it, then you go to the other grocery stores in town till you find what you do like. $2.50. I've seen them as low as $2. What you're looking for is, are they soft or are they hard? These are soft. I actually wash off my vegetables because this is supposed to be really good water. So, looking in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see where the hostel Mostel is. And the trip we made this afternoon is up that street right there on the left-hand side to where it angles to the right. and off the page and up to the market. And then I came back down this street here where the 9 is, past the Svete Nedelya Square and the courthouse, and down here to the restaurant, which is the Divika restaurant. And I finished a dinner, which I ate too much of, and came down this street here, which is Hristo Belchev or something like that. Got to the National Palace of Culture Park, and I walked in to my left, and I'm about right where the N is. And we'll walk down here a little ways because I'm trying to get to a money exchange place so I can get some more Bulgarian lev. Lev means lion, which is the symbol of the country. Now, I think that a lot of that colored work that we see is because of construction behind there, and it's just some decorative way of covering that wall. But behind it is some kind of a national, I assume it's a national monument, although I have no idea what it is. One would hope that it refers to culture. But the superstructure that's behind it seems strange to me. Switching to another map, I'm trying to get to that corner, which is a 24-hour money changer. I can only assume that it was supposed to be a superstructure that held all of those elements to make it a complete monument. And that may be the Palace of Culture down there, or it just may be a mall.